Principles of art, with the first one called Shane Dun, if I pronounce it correctly. I'm pretty sure I'm not. And this is this principle, which is one of the most complicated to the translations. It is, in one hand, a rhythm of life, on the other hand, it's inspiration, and the third, from the third perspective, it's also resonance with their life. And I think this is exactly what later Deleuze was speaking about, the proportions and about the art in his work about Kant, because these elegant proportions, which are, just look how much more elegant these rose lines, for example, compared to the very raw and reductive lines of the architecture, which is for the purpose, which has just a simple lines and the structure which doesn't have sort of life in it. So what is it life then, and what kind of movement, which Seher called Shenrun, what kind of movement it has and what kind of resonance we can get with it when we got this synchronization, when we are resonating with the piece of art and trying to repeat the way which artists, with our connections which artists have developed, and we enjoy that. So this joy, this is the joy of life, and this is the resonance, and this is, I think, what Seher was speaking about. Therefore, one of the translations about the spiritual resonance of the life. In the beginning, as a graphic designer, I was more inspired by some sort of fashion magazines. It wasn't that easy to get to the nature inspiration at the beginning. It's very interesting why. I guess we are such social people that we take first what is closer to us and what we learned from our apartments or from the first papers or the internet we meet and see. And after I get closer to what I wanted, for example, I like the photos of the green shoes in the Vogue magazine, and I wanted to make some green colors and shades like this in the website I was designing or in the logo I was creating. And then later, when I was sort of fulfilled with this and I wanted more and it was already working for me, I could draw nice shoes or I could draw really